You're listening to leadai.dev, your daily updates on AI development. Today's topic is OpenAI Executive Exodus, Weil and Peebles exit as company pivots to enterprise. Here's a quick overview. OpenAI's latest executive departures signal a fundamental shift away from consumer AI experiments toward enterprise-focused artificial intelligence solutions. Now, let's ask our analyst about these developments. What's new? OpenAI executive departures signal strategic pivot in 2026.
Weil, former head of product, and Bill Peebles, research scientists behind the Sora video generation model, have officially departed OpenAI as the company undergoes its most significant strategic realignment since its founding. The departures coincide with OpenAI's decision to discontinue Sora development and dissolve its dedicated science research team, marking a clear pivot away from consumer facing AI experiments toward enterprise focused solutions. This represents the latest wave in what industry insiders describe as OpenAI's systematic elimination of side quests, ambitious research projects that don't directly contribute to revenue generation. The shutdown of Sora, OpenAI's text to video generation model that garnered significant attention for its impressive capabilities, underscores the company's new focus on monetizable AI applications. Weil, who joined OpenAI from Twitter in 2023, was instrumental in developing the company's product strategy for consumer applications. His departure removes a key advocate for consumer-facing AI tools within the organization. Peebles, meanwhile, was one of the core researchers behind Sora's diffusion transformer architecture, representing a significant loss of technical expertise in generative video technology. The dissolution of OpenAI's science team, which previously operated as an independent research unit exploring fundamental AI capabilities, signals the end of the company's commitment to open-ended research without immediate commercial applications. This team was responsible for several breakthrough papers in AI safety and capability research. The restructuring affects approximately 40 researchers and engineers who are being reassigned to product-focused teams or offered voluntary departure packages. Weil officially resigned as head of product after 18 months at OpenAI. Bill Peebles, lead researcher on Sora video model, departed to pursue independent research. Sora development permanently discontinued with no plans for consumer release. Science research team dissolved with 40 plus researchers reassigned or departing. Strategic pivot eliminates all non-revenue generating research initiatives.
Thank you for that analysis. Let's move on. Who benefits from OpenAI's enterprise-first strategy shift?
Enterprise software companies and B2B AI developers stand to benefit most from OpenAI's strategic realignment toward commercial applications. Organizations currently building AI-powered business solutions will find more focused API offerings, dedicated enterprise support, and specialized models designed for specific business use cases rather than general consumer applications. Mid-market companies seeking AI integration will particularly benefit from OpenAI's increased attention to practical implementation challenges and enterprise-grade reliability requirements. The shift suggests more robust SLA commitments and dedicated customer success resources for business clients. Developers working on internal AI tools for corporations will gain access to more specialized models and APIs designed for specific business functions like document processing, data analysis, and workflow automation. The reallocation of research talent from consumer projects to enterprise-focused development means faster iteration on business-critical AI capabilities. Companies in sectors like finance, healthcare, and legal services may see more industry-specific model variants and compliance features as OpenAI concentrates resources on monetizable applications. Individual developers and content creators who are anticipating consumer AI tools like Sora should consider alternative platforms. The departure of consumer-focused leadership suggests OpenAI will deprioritize individual user needs in favor of enterprise clients. Small startups building consumer AI applications may need to explore other foundation model providers or develop proprietary solutions as OpenAI's focus shifts toward larger commercial contracts. Enterprise clients receive priority for new model releases and API improvements. B2B developers gain access to specialized business-focused AI capabilities. Mid-market companies benefit from dedicated enterprise support resources. Consumer developers should evaluate alternative AI platforms for creative tools.
Great insight, really helpful context. How to adapt. Strategic response to OpenAI's enterprise pivot.
Organizations currently using OpenAI's APIs should immediately audit their current implementations to identify which services align with the company's new enterprise focus. Review your existing integrations with GPT models, embeddings, and other OpenAI services to determine which are likely to receive continued development support. Document any dependencies on experimental features or consumer-oriented APIs that may face deprecation. Contact your OpenAI account representative to discuss enterprise upgrade paths and SLA options that align with the company's new strategic direction. For teams building consumer AI applications, begin evaluating alternative foundation model providers immediately. Anthropic's Claude, Google's Gemini, and open source models like Llama offer viable alternatives for creative and consumer focused applications. Assess the migration complexity for each alternative, including API compatibility, performance differences, and cost implications. Establish proof of concept implementations with at least two alternative providers to reduce dependency risk on OpenAI's evolving strategy. Enterprise development teams should capitalize on OpenAI's increased focus by engaging with their sales organization about specialized enterprise features and custom model training opportunities. The reallocation of research talent toward business applications means greater availability of specialized models for specific use cases. Schedule technical consultations to explore custom fine-tuning options and dedicated deployment environments that weren't previously available under OpenAI's consumer-focused approach. Audit existing OpenAI integrations for alignment with enterprise strategy, establish proof of concept implementations with alternative AI providers, engage OpenAI sales for enterprise-specific features and custom models, document migration plans for consumer-focused AI applications, negotiate enterprise SLs while OpenAI prioritizes business clients.
That's a very interesting point. Tell us about competitive context. How executive departures reshape AI landscape.
OpenAI's strategic pivot creates immediate opportunities for competitors focused on consumer AI applications. Anthropic, with its constitutional AI approach, is well positioned to capture developers seeking ethical consumer AI tools. Google's Gemini platform offers integrated creative tools through its ecosystem, while Meta's open source Llama models provide cost effective alternatives for consumer applications. The departure of key consumer advocates from OpenAI removes competitive pressure on these platforms to match OpenAI's consumer focused innovations, allowing them to differentiate through specialized offerings. The dissolution of OpenAI's science team redistributes top tier AI research talent across the industry. Former OpenAI researchers are likely targets for recruitment by Anthropic, Google DeepMind, and emerging AI startups focused on fundamental research. This brain drain weakens OpenAI's long-term research capabilities while strengthening competitors' technical foundations. Companies like Stability AI and Midjourney, which focus specifically on creative AI applications, benefit from reduced competition as OpenAI abandons the creative tools market. OpenAI's enterprise focus creates vulnerabilities in areas where the company previously maintained competitive advantages. The abandonment of Sora eliminates OpenAI's potential dominance in text-to-video generation, leaving the field open for specialized competitors like Runway and Pika Labs. Consumer-facing AI assistants and creative tools represent growing market segments that OpenAI is effectively ceding to competitors, potentially limiting future revenue diversification opportunities. Anthropic gains competitive advantage in ethical consumer AI applications. Google Gemini benefits from reduced competition in creative AI tools. Meta's Llama models become more attractive for consumer applications. Specialized creative AI companies face less competition from OpenAI.
Good analysis. Let's continue. What's next? Long-term implications of OpenAI's strategic realignment.
OpenAI's enterprise-first strategy positions the company for accelerated revenue growth through high-value B2B contracts, but sacrifices its role as a consumer AI innovation leader. The company is likely to announce specialized enterprise AI models within the next 6 months, focusing on document processing, code generation, and business intelligence applications. Expect partnerships with major enterprise software vendors like Microsoft, Salesforce, and ServiceNow to integrate OpenAI's capabilities directly into business workflows. The reallocation of research resources toward commercial applications should result in faster iteration cycles for business-focused AI tools. The talent exodus from OpenAI's consumer-focused teams will likely accelerate innovation at competitor organizations. Former OpenAI researchers joining companies like Anthropic or starting new ventures could lead to breakthrough consumer AI applications that OpenAI is no longer pursuing. This redistribution of expertise may ultimately strengthen the overall AI ecosystem while reducing OpenAI's dominance in foundational research. The company's retreat from open-ended research also creates opportunities for academic institutions and research-focused organizations to fill the gap in fundamental AI capability exploration. Long-term market dynamics suggest OpenAI's enterprise pivot may limit its ability to capture future consumer AI revenue streams. As AI capabilities become increasingly commoditized through open source models, consumer applications often drive adoption and brand recognition that translates into enterprise sales. By abandoning consumer markets, OpenAI risks becoming a specialized B2B vendor rather than a platform company, potentially limiting its valuation and market influence as the AI industry matures. Specialized enterprise AI models expected within 6 months, major partnerships with enterprise software vendors, likely former OpenAI talent, to accelerate competitor innovation, risk of reduced market influence through consumer market abandonment.
Great analysis. So, what are the key takeaways from all of this?
OpenAI's departure of consumer focused executives signals permanent shift toward enterprise AI solutions. Organizations should immediately audit OpenAI dependencies and establish alternative AI provider relationships. Enterprise clients gain priority access to specialized models and dedicated support resources. Consumer AI developers must migrate to alternative platforms as OpenAI abandons creative tools market.
And what market signals should our listeners watch for?
Enterprise AI market consolidation. OpenAI's strategic pivot toward enterprise solutions indicates the AI market is entering a consolidation phase where companies must choose between consumer scale and enterprise profitability. This shift suggests that sustainable AI businesses require focused monetization strategies rather than broad platform approaches. The dissolution of research teams signals that even well funded AI companies are prioritizing immediate revenue over long term capability development, reflecting investor pressure for profitability in the current market environment. Talent redistribution accelerates competition. The departure of key researchers and product leaders from OpenAI creates opportunities for competitors to acquire proven AI talent with deep experience in consumer applications. This brain drain weakens OpenAI's innovation pipeline while strengthening competitors like Anthropic and Google. The redistribution of expertise across multiple organizations may ultimately benefit the AI ecosystem by preventing talent concentration at a single company, leading to more diverse approaches to AI development and application. Consumer AI market fragmentation. OpenAI's exit from consumer AI applications creates market opportunities for specialized companies focused on creative tools and individual users. This fragmentation may lead to more innovative consumer AI products as companies like Midjourney, Runway, and Anthropic face less competition from OpenAI's resources. However, the lack of a dominant consumer AI platform may slow mainstream adoption as users must navigate multiple specialized tools rather than integrated platforms.
What should developers and operators do with this information?
Audit all OpenAI integrations within 30 days to identify enterprise-aligned services versus deprecated consumer features. Establish proof of concept implementations with 2 alternative AI providers before Q3 2026 to reduce dependency risk. Engage OpenAI enterprise sales within 60 days if your organization qualifies for specialized business AI models. Migrate consumer-facing AI applications to alternative providers within 90 days to avoid service disruptions.
Thank you for listening to leadai.dev. Stay tuned for our next daily updates in this rapidly emerging market.